on, everybody? Welcome back to After the Empire. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. It's the podcast dad with a Wrestling Junkies podcast. Podcast dad, the first event of Coastal Empire Wrestling's 2025 calendar is in the books, and it set the tone for the rest of the year. We have a lot to discuss, but first, how are you?
I'm good, man. Nowhere to go but up for Coastal Empire Wrestling, as we know. And like you said, hell of a way to start the year off. I'm excited to see how they follow up a big show. This was a lot of heavy hitters, as we have been known to see from Coastal Empire Wrestling.
Yes.
And if this is any indication of what the future looks like, at least this year, because it's going to be hard to top last year, but they're off to a really, really good start, aren't they?
They are off to a great start, but I feel like we have to remind our audience how they ended 2024. Okay, Georgia Wrestling History Awards, Promotion of the Year, Booker of the Year for Zach Mosley, Bryce Cannon. Congratulations, gentlemen. As well as Feud of the Year, Flying Fro, Michael Walker, and Hakeem Young over the Coastal Chaos Championship. They are the standard bearer in Georgia independent wrestling right now, and I think it's time that people start to put some respect on that name. They had sellout crowds all year long. We've got people coming in from distant parts of the United States to catch a coastal show.
And with the ticket prices,
to be hard to,
how can you not travel to go see this show? I mean, ticket prices, you can go get some alcohol for a very cheap price. And watch some really damn good wrestling. As you just said, they had a damn near clean sweep of the Georgia History of Wrestling Awards. Like, let's call it what it is. This is the promotion to watch this year. If you weren't watching last year, they just gave you three big reasons as far as their awards to continue to watch. So, guys, jump on the train now, because you won't want to be on the back end of it. You want to be on the front like us.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. So, buddy, let's just get into it. These are in no particular order here. First up, Hakeem Young defeating Cam Jackson, retaining the Coastal Chaos Championship in the process. Excuse me. We've had a lot to say about Hakeem Young over the last 6 to 8 months. Let's just say conservatively here. But in December, he won the big one, wins the Coastal Chaos Championship. You're only as good as your first title defense. This was a damn good first title defense. I mean, Cam Jackson from up the damn street, we know how damn good he is, but he was no match for Hakeem Young on this night, man. Your thoughts on this match?
I'm gonna give his flowers where they're due. Good job, Hakeem. You got a big win. Yeah, hey, I can't take it away from you. Like Mr. Cincinnati just said, you can always go out there and win the title. It's much harder to hold on to that title. And my God, the first showing was pretty damn good. And look, Cam Jackson's no slouch. He's like what we've seen it. He's no slouch. Like he might have just popped up a few notches on the respect level, I think, for me, as far as in-ring ability and just presence that he brought to that ring for this match.
Yeah, podcast dad, I got to tell you, this is, I mean, we've known how good Hakeem Young is. Could he stand to learn a lesson in humility? Sure.
Nah.
Bryce Cannon once compared him to a young Samoa Joe. That's a hell of a compliment there. Now we have knocked Hakeem for his journey to the Coastal Chaos Championship, the destination. He never wavered in that quest, even though he came up short, admittedly, several times. But I don't know. I mean, Hakeem Young, he's got that dog in him. 2025, it's going to be hard to see who takes this title away from him.
It was, like I said, the respect level went up. Hell of a win. Hell of a title defense. Excited to see what's next. And on the flip side, Cam Jackson, time to rebound, bud. Like this is exactly what Coastal Empire Wrestling does. They give you opportunities. Hey, go out there and in the next match, go out there and dominate.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we don't really talk about enough is we give all of our flowers to people that walk out with these big victories, but the rebound is important, especially here at Coastal, because any given Saturday can be your opportunity. You know, we've got Cupid's Chokehold coming up. Hunter James once again finds himself in line for the CEW Heavyweight Championship. He's come up short before within the last year, but he's dusted himself off. He's gotten himself better and in better shape than before. And now, again, you know, we'll be talking about that on our Coastal Countdown pre-show, what lie ahead for Hunter James in 2025. But if you can dust yourself off, get back in that win column,
yep.
you can find yourself in line for any championship here at Coastal. And that's something, you know, again, that's just a message from us to the rest of the roster, and to the fan base as well. I mean, these favorites that we're enjoying right now, they need that support. And once they have that support, they find themselves in these positions for success.
And look at the upcoming, you know, card. Tyler Shoop, Flying Fro.
Yep.
Like, go out there and get the big win. Rob Killjoy, big tests, rebound.
Yeah.
It's that's you know, Cupid's Chokehold. Obviously, we're talking about Jandemonium, but go rebound. Like, there's opportunities there for sure.
Yeah. And before we move on to our next match, make sure you're following us on X at Junkies Pod. Follow Coastal on X at CEW Savannah. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
It takes one person. Tell the Subway guy. I don't know. Maybe you don't like Jimmy John's. Tell the Subway guy. What was that? What finger was that? What finger was that? Okay. That looked like another finger in the middle of the hand. I didn't like that.
I could see how you might think that the angle had
Tell one person if you like what we're doing here. Come subscribe. Come hang out with us. We're having fun. You guys can have fun too.
There is one guy I can think of right now. We love what he's doing right now at Coastal. You know who that is?
Hit me.
Alex freaking Kane, man.
Yeah.
Alex Kane getting the win over Grayson Pierce. Alex Kane, world traveled. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. When we found out that he was going to be coming to Coastal for the appearances that he has, it sent shockwaves throughout independent wrestling to have him make this debut, just because he's been all over the place. You just assume that he has, you know, been at your favorite local promotion. That hasn't been the case here at Coastal up until these last couple of months here, getting a big win over Grayson Pierce. What's the ceiling for Alex Kane and Coastal Empire Wrestling in 2025?
Randall Reno shaking his boots. That's the ceiling. Come on now. World champion. Come on. Like that. Yeah. That's easily, I think, the ceiling for an Alex Kane. Like, this match kind of went the way we thought it would go. Pierce put up a good fight. I don't know if either of us thought you were going to win, but good showing. Alex Kane is just a different animal. And we said that on the previous show. He's just a different animal. And if the sky's the limit, like you said, I don't know what he's going to do next. It's kind of what Alex Kane wants to do next. So everybody in that locker room should be, because he's going to do what he wants when he wants.
Yeah, I mean, this and that, you know, and we forget that Alex Kane, you know, is also good hand. You know, we talk about Wall, and then again, the fact that he should be Coastal Empire Wrestling Heavyweight Champion right now. We talk about Shug D going for those Coastal Chaos Tag Team titles right now. We talk about Casey Owens getting beat up by that gym teacher that one time. Like, we should not underestimate the good hand in Coastal Empire Wrestling, especially when you've got Alex Kane kind of just backing and guiding this force right now with all these guys. I agree with you. Hakeem Young should be nervous right now. Randall Reno III should be nervous right now. I love anybody in that locker room. Exotic Youth should be nervous right now when Alex Kane is within even a millimeter of a championship belt.
Yep. It's title. That's not a belt. A belt holds up your pants, pal. Love you. Come on. If you know one person that wants to almost mess at a bad word, wants to mess around and have a great time with us, please tell them about our YouTube channel. Come follow us. Have some fun. I love breaking this guy's balls.
Speaking of fucking around and finding out, Dax Anthony addresses his controversial elimination From the Reno's Casino Rumble in December, eliminated by our friend Bryce Cannon. Bryce coming back off of the knee injury. He's been in the broadcast booth. He looked great in December, and that pissed Dax Anthony off because he thinks that Bryce Cannon shouldn't have been in this match. He wasn't an official competitor. We've been saying that people need to be ready any given Saturday when it comes to Coastal Empire Wrestling. Dax Anthony doesn't seem to get that message, or doesn't want to, or doesn't care.
I think you said it best. Fuck around and find out. And I think he's going to. Stay tuned, because I think at Cupid's Chokehold, he's going to find out.
He is going to find out.
The exotic youth don't mess around, and I think you're barking up the wrong tree, my friend. Just watch out. Don't touch the tip.
No tips shall be touched, certainly not by Dax Anthony. Next up, we had Shug D taking on Hawk Thomas. Again, we've already put over the good hand in a number of ways. Shug D's got that dog in him too. I mean, we have had that man on our show several times.
Look, let's call it what it is, man. Shug D's on fire right now. Shug D is on fire. He cannot go anywhere and lose. Everywhere he goes, he's winning. He is absolutely on fire right now. And you talked about Alex Kane. We're going to continue to talk about Shug D because, again, this guy just cannot seem to lose any momentum at the moment. And if you're Randall Reno, you might have to watch behind your back for Shug D as well, because dude is on fire right now. Again, anybody holding a title, the good hand are there. Watch out.
We are seeing them clean up across the Southeast United States right now.
Yes, and it looks like Coastal Empire Wrestling is that next territory that the good hand is going to come claim. So watch out, guys. Like, this is we've seen them live. They mean business. Like, this is no joke.
10 toes down. They stand on business. I mean, it's what they know how to do. It is the way that they carry themselves inside and out of the ring that you just cannot help but be in awe of what they bring to the table. It just can't be done. I mean, look at where Shug and Alex ended up on the PWI 500 in 2024. Exactly. I mean, they were both top 75, and here we are. And these guys are kind of they're standing as one. These are four collective individual guys thinking kind of singularly, but are able to back that up with unity. Man, it's hard not to be excited for what Shug D can do, what Wall can do, what Alex King can do in Coastal Empire Wrestling this year.
Yeah, good hand. Stay on their good side. That's all I'll say.
Speaking of staying on people's good sides, our friends Exotic Youth taking on the Saturday Night Temptations for the Tag Team Turmoil Championships, getting that win here as they always do. But once again, good hand getting in the way of that. This is getting personal. It's clear that we cannot keep these two teams away from each other for much longer. Check out our Coastal Countdown, where we break down Cupid's Chokehold and the upcoming match between Shug D and Cornelius Pepperbottom. I am worried about our friends. I'm not going to lie, and their championships going into February and beyond.
We just said it. I mean, the good hand's on fire, and Coastal Empire should be nervous. That goes for the Exotic Youth. Like, you're going to go up against a really good team. On the flip side, the Exotic Youth is no joke. And yes, are we a little biased?
Yeah,
I am. So what? This is going to be a tough challenge. This is going to be, the good hand are coming, and yes, there's a match to determine whether that happens, but they are persistent. Even if they fall at one point, they're going to get back up. If they have their sights set on something, they want to go get it. So, Exotic Youth's been there before. They've had the titles stolen from them before, and they got them back. They righted the ship. This might be a little bumpy road, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm excited to see what happens. They look great, as they always do. Another big W. Yeah, but this is going to be probably their biggest challenge to date.
I would have to agree. I mean, I think at this point, and I hate to say this, but we are going to see Good Hand versus Exotic Youth again in 2025 for the Tag Team Turmoil Championships. I know that there are some things that may be in the works as far as some hurdles that need to be cleared as far as whether that can actually happen. But again, we've talked about Shook D, we've talked about Alex Kane. They're going to get this match, and I think Exotic Youth needs this match as well. Bryce being on commentary, they've been down a man for most of 2024. They're trying to find themselves back in that rhythm of getting the band back together. We've seen Bryce start to dip his toe back in the water of active competition, especially Reno's Casino Rumble. These are adjustments that they have to account for as they go forward, unlike the Good Hand who are firing on all cylinders. It seems to be the case right now. Yeah. I'm not going to count Exotic Youth out. I feel like this match is coming, but it's a battle versus the war, and I think that ultimately Exotic Youth can win the war.
I hope so. I certainly do.
Yeah. Let's talk about our main event. Randall Reno III.
We have to.
We have to. We absolutely have to.
We're contractually obligated to. Okay.
Yeah. Michael Walker has been one of the constants of Coastal Empire Wrestling, especially through 2024, holding down that Coastal Chaos Championship through injury, through personal issues, through hell or high water. He has been the standard bearer for that division for most of 2024. We wondered what was going to be next for him after losing the Coastal Chaos Championship to Hakeem Young, and he only found himself in the heavyweight title picture.
Yeah.
Like that's again, opportunity. Again, it's how you rebound.
Yep. Yeah.
Like
and he's gonna have to rebound. He lost. There's no other way about it. You lost.
Yeah.
Now you gotta go out and rebound. Look, Randall Reno III is Randall Reno III. Hopefully we see him get some comeuppance at Cupid's Chokehold, but fans got to decide that. Please, guys, vote. Yeah. Go vote. Let Randall Reno go in there against Hunter James. Fro, you're going to be fine. We know you can bounce back. It's a bump in the road. Go out there. You got a big match against Shoop coming up. Hey, go out there and prove him wrong again. That's what you're known to do. It was a tough loss, and you're kind of down and out right now. Get back on that horse. Go back and win, because we know, like you said, he's the constant right now of Coastal Empire Wrestling, and that's not going away. I mean, he's not going away. I'm never counting Fro out. So go out there, get back on your feet. You'll be back in that title match. I guarantee he'll be back in that world title match, if not by the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be waiting until the end of the year to see Michael Walker in another CEW championship match, whether it be against Hakeem, whether it be against Reno, or whoever may be holding the title at some point this year. Hopefully Michael Walker will see gold at Coastal again in 2025. I feel very, very confident in that.
Guys, great show. Go back and watch it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Some really good wrestling. Coastal Empire Wrestling is on fire right now. Look at the names coming in that want to come join Coastal Empire Wrestling. Hell, the Good Hand, wants to come in and be champions in Coastal Empire Wrestling. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Go in there, go watch them. Hell, if you're down there, go to the show. How much are front row tickets again?
$20.
Oh, okay. How much can I drink for?
$3.
Oh, guys, the hell are you waiting for? If you are anywhere local, go. If we were there, we'd be there every single time.
Yeah, and we'll be down in 2025. For sure. Like, we'll be down there.
We will be. But I'm saying for those down there now that are able to go support them live, go do that now. Like, what are you guys waiting for? This company is going to get big. It's going to get big. Get behind it.
There is a reason they won the awards that they did. Go give them a follow on X at CEW Savannah, on Instagram at Coastal Empire Wrestling. Like them on Facebook. There is also an official fan page. If you are a Coastal Empire Wrestling fan, if you're new to the product, follow that page. You'll get the updates from us as far as the monthly events, breaking news, backstage segments, exclusives. Like you don't want to miss out on this. So again,
Not at all.
like, share, subscribe. Make sure you're following us at the Wrestling Junkies podcast at Junkies Pod for all things Coastal Empire Wrestling as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is where you're going to get After the Empire as well as Coastal Countdown, our official preview show. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. This has been After the Empire. That's the podcast, Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. We're the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We'll talk to you soon.